What's going on, y'all? It's Killa Convos, and I want you to fix yourself a plate, get your drink, roll up something good, because we about to go for a ride. We're going to have Ruby Monroe in the house. I'm just inviting some heads. You know how I do. Y'all know how I get down. Let me just get some of these good peoples up in here. Some protectors. We're over here on this TPP page. We're going to get some people in here. Getting some more. Come hang out with us. All right. Got a gang of people in here already. Let's get Killer Queen on stage. We got Ruby Monroe coming in momentarily. Lisa, how you doing? There's the one,
Hey,
the only
I was
Killer
gonna
Queen.
say we can barely hear you.
You can barely hear me. How about now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Better? All right. What's going on?
Not shit, man. Not shit. Just got off work not that long ago. Chilling, chilling.
Chilling like a villain. Ruby says she needs another couple minutes, so I'm going to pass this live around a little bit more. Make sure this circulates around to the palm side of the family. Says she needs another couple minutes. Oh, wow. I know them. There's Ruby. Get Ruby up on stage. Why did I just wave to myself watching? I didn't do anything but waste time. Let's get some heads up in here, man.
Let me see. Let me see.
Come
Let
on,
me see.
share the live. Share the live, man. It's a party tonight. Come on, you know we got Ruby Monroe in the house. You know what we doing. Let's get the girl on stage.
Hi,
Hey!
friends. Hold on.
Hey, look, she got her makeup popping in
Hold
her hair.
on.
What's
Yeah, you like Callie. Hold
happening?
on. I got the baby hairs on. Hold on. Let me make sure that.
Hold on. One time for the baby hairs.
Yeah,
Oh, and who got
you
a fresh
know.
cut just for y'all ladies?
You said what?
Who got a fresh cut just for y'all ladies too? You know what
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying?
I see you, friend.
Yeah, we
Not
all
you.
had to
Not you
go
got
get
your
beautiful for this shit.
fuck boy.
All right, we're gonna just pass this around a little bit more and get some more people in here. Allow them a little more time to shuffle up on in here.
Hold on. Check the. Yeah.
Porn
See that?
club.
Yes, friend. And I'm
Let's
from
see.
Cali, so
I knew I should
I know.
have got a bottle.
I,
I knew
I'm
I should
from Cali, so
have.
we be on the Henny and Red Bull.
Yeah, that is
You're on
your
the Henny the
drink,
Duce.
Henny and Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
What was we drinking when I had you in the studio? That Douce and
It was
Squirt.
you have to do Sand Square. I have to do Sand Red Bull. Like, Red Bull is my staple. It amazes me. I haven't had a damn heart attack. Like, I always
You know,
have this shit with my liquor.
when I drink Red Bull, that shit does not. I do not get drunk. I just be amped up. Like I don't get.
Yeah, and that's where it gets you at. And then at 3 a.m. you be like, whoa.
All right.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, we got a good show for tonight, man. Ruby is a very dear friend of mine. You know, we got episode of Thickness Protection Program, which is out on my YouTube channel in multiple parts. So, you know, you can stick around and view
I
her
saw it.
story. You can listen to all of that, watch all that. But hey, man, when it comes to like what you do as a professional, can you let this side of the room know like what you're all about?
What do you mean, like as far as the?
Yeah, as far as like the adult entertainment side, like let them know what what you do in case they've never heard of Ruby Monroe.
Oh, okay, yeah. So for y'all who tuning in, if y'all don't know, I am Ruby Monroe, Triple X, aka What Size Is Them Titties, aka Ooh Look That's Her. And I've been in the game since 2018, 19, right before COVID hit. And I'm an adult entertainer. I'm a porn star, content creator. I'm a social media personality for sure. I've been AVN nominated. I walked the red carpet for 5 years in a row outside of the 2 that was during COVID. I've been on 20 versus rappers. I've been on Zeus. Shout out Roly Poly. I was on her show. You know what I mean? And I've been on many podcasts, including the Psalms. And Palms. I'm gonna call you Psalms. Palms. So
Songs.
I don't know
Like
why
the Bible.
I was thinking about the Bible one. Like, wait a minute, look. So, like, with that being said, I do a little bit of everything. I rap, I freestyle, you know what I mean? I create clothes. I actually make this shirt. I have my own bling machine. I can make anything you want with rhinestones. So, I'm multi-talented for sure. But I'm most certainly, it all boils down to an entertainer. Even outside of my porn, like, people just magnate towards my energy. Like, I can go anywhere and like, the party's dead, and I just get it popping.
One question. What is your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
Just pass.
Crybaby.
Life
Cancer.
Yeah, I'm
an Aries.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Cancers.
Oh, okay. Well, you know that we big crybabies, but like we lovers, you know?
It's,
I feel like as long as you communicate from the jump real good with a Cancer, you're going to be real good.
Yeah, we're overthinkers and we're very lovable and we crybabies, but we're literally like the best people to have around. Like, for real.
I agree. This is my first time ever being in a relationship with a Cancer. Crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I love communication and he communicates just as much. So I feel like that's why we work out so good, because like any little thing that upset me, like we right there communicating about it instead of like, all right, you know what, I'm about to act like I don't give a fuck. Like, nah, he like, all right,
Yeah.
so
I want to get down to the nitty gritty.
yes, I love that. I really do. I love that.
Straighten you out. That's lit.
You poured
okay.
up.
Oh, you pouring up to my
Can we get a drink up in here?
I got
I know you drinking, nigga. Come on.
I got Buchanan's.
H to the
Is that
Izzo.
Stanley? That's right.
Yes, it is. As a matter of fact, no way. It's
But
what the fuck is it? It's a
I saw a
pre-move
video of like someone got the ass whipped with the Stanley. I was like, woo.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
All right, cheers, y'all.
If y'all watching this and y'all got drink, y'all better take a fucking shot.
Period.
Take a fucking shot. Take a puff.
Woo. Yeah.
All right. So
No.
one thing I wanted to ask.
They're in your room.
I already noticed, but shout out to the kid. Shout out to the youth. But one thing I wanted to ask, I already knew this. As far as like you entertaining fans and getting like wild DMs and requests for custom videos and stuff.
Oh God.
What's like a crazy request that you've gotten from a fan?
The craziest. Damn, that's wild. Oh, I think the craziest one I had was a person told me he had a foot fetish, right? I'm okay, cool. And he sent me the money and I sent him the pictures about my feet and he was just like, nah, please. He was like, no, I like dirty feet. Yeah. So, and I got OCD, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so I was trying my best to gather up some dirt. He was like, no. He was like, go outside, walk on the black concrete, you know what I'm saying? I want the motherfuckers black. And at first I was kind of iffy on doing it because I'm from a small town and like, bitches is messy, right? I'm like, probably bitches don't like me who want a picture of my dirty feet. So I was like, pay devil. This motherfucking cash out me $200. Man, I must have walked outside, I was doing the 8-town stop. All of my concrete, I was finding dirt. And I sent him pictures of my little dirty feet, and he was like so happy. That's the craziest request I ever got. He was like, no, I want them dirtier. I was like, damn.
That's easy money, though. You just said, I walked outside, did the 8-town stop.
Yeah, I was just finding dirt. But you know where I live, like at the time I was sending the project, so there's like, you know what I'm saying, hella shit on the ground. I was like, damn, it's probably going to be somebody outside thinking I'm weird at midnight, outside barefoot, like, you know what I mean? Because it was late night too, and my baby daddy at the time I was with, he was looking like, bitch, the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, mind your business, I'm working.
For Ashley, who just joined the chat.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's insane though. Okay,
Yeah, that's
so when it comes to you dealing with
customers in person, what's a crazy story you got that's just would blow people's minds?
To be honest, I've always had pretty normal fan meets. I haven't had too many. I don't know if my fee's too high, but I've actually didn't have no really crazy like fans in person. It's just like the standard, boob worship and titty fuck, things of that nature. But I get more crazy shit in my inbox than I have in person.
Okay. When you're not working, like, what is the reaction to the breastises?
That's why, okay, so on Facebook, my name is Ooh, Look, That's Her. Even since high school, like, when I was 12 years old, I was a C cup. Mind you, this is when I was still a virgin. And, kids are mean. You know what I mean? So my whole life, people be like, damn! Or like, they'll literally say that out loud, or they'll just look at me like, clutch their pearls, like, oh my God. Like, people just look at me. I can't explain it. For years, it used to bother me, make me angry. But now I'm kind of used to it. It's like comical. But like the look, if I can explain it, it's like a person looking at, I don't know. It's like a person looking at, I can't really explain it. It's a look they give me like pure shock. Like, oh my God, is she serious? Like they just be looking in shock, like covering their kids and their husband's eyes type shit. Like, did she really come outside like that? Because no matter what I wear, looks provocative. Like this, I got on pants and a crop top, and I just still feel naked. So if I go outside like this, everybody gonna look like, damn. So like, if I could put it in one word, I guess I'll say shocked. Like everybody looks shocked, like I did something, or like it's a dead body or something. I can't explain it.
Seen titties before.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like their first time, every time. And like some people be bold and they'll say something, and I'll laugh. When I was younger, like I used to get mad and argue with people, like perfect. You know what I mean? I used to get upset, but now I kind of just like I kind of just roll the punches and laugh because I have to understand that I'm used to them as my body, but there's a lot of people who literally have never seen them before, and they're literally just in genuine shock.
And
yeah, like damn, like like cause like when I see like it's like you see like a nice car, like the new car that's out right now, that new Tesla Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Everybody looking at the red light like, damn, bro, that's clean. That's everybody looking at me.
A couple nights ago, I live up here in the suburbs, and I saw one on one Cybertruck on one side of the street and another one on the other, literally.
Damn.
Like I pulled in the parking lot, saw
you just
one,
be looking like, damn, that's tight. Like, you know what I mean?
Damn, yo.
Yeah, that's
I'm like, am I in an N64
game
in this bitch? Like, all this bad graphics.
I used to get real life mad. I was like, the fuck you looking at? From Cali, like, we don't like being stared at, you know what I mean? So, like, now, I'm just like, thank you.
When you were younger, did you ever have problems finding bras for yourself at a young age?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I was also raising my father, too, so he didn't know what to do. So, my grandma and my aunties would have to take me. I think they got lazy or not. I'm not really lazy, but I think like this is back then before like Lane Bryant and Torrid and all that. So they was getting like sports bras or like training bras, but they never helped. Right. So for a long time I worked. I think they're called training bras for a long time until I got to high school. And then even in high school, like I didn't know, so I would try to get like the cute bras that the rest of the girls were wearing, and they never fit. Like they're never comfortable. Like it wasn't until like maybe really till I was about 18 or 19, like when I was an adult, when I finally learned how to go to a store and get sized and things like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I feel
but
that.
I can't fit nothing at Victoria's Secret, girl. I'd be so mad.
Man.
I think their biggest size is triple D, and I'm a size J, so I have no chance.
Nah,
J. What's the J stand for?
Ginormous.
Ginormous start with a G.
Well, mine started with a J.
What J?
Respect it. Okay. Okay, cool. So,
hold on,
I asked you this before, but just to explain kind of like, so like, let the people know, like, what's like, part of your day-to-day routine, career-wise.
Well, people don't know, I do have a 9-to-5. So I work at a hospital. So my day-to-day routines, I get my kids up ready for school. I go to work. After work, I come home. I do my little mom stuff, dinner, cook, clean, all that. And then when it's all said and done, probably about this time, between now and 8, is when I hop on my OnlyFans, my Twitter, and I'll either post what I call on my nice social medias like Instagram and Facebook. I post my thirst traps, and those are like the friendly photos and videos like this, or little TikTok dances, and that sends my traffic over to my OnlyFans or my Twitter, and that's when I turn up over there and I make my little sales, custom videos.
Nice.
I do a lot of FaceTime shows when I know. I forgot to say that earlier. Like last night, I had one for $100, like at 3 in the morning.
Shout
So
out my partner Almighty
I
in the
do a lot
house.
of like FaceTime, more the little titty rubs, and they can kind of knock one out and go to sleep. So I make a lot of money that way, really. And I do that, and then I go to sleep, and I do it all over again.
Hell yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
9 to 5 that you do, have you had anybody at your job notice
Ooh. It's
from
funny
like
because throughout the years,
OnlyFans, all that? You?
you know what? I have had that a couple. Well, the job I have now, I work at a convalescent hospital so with the elderly, and I know at least 6 of my patients know exactly who I am. But but they really can't say nothing because like, how can you break the ice? And like, especially my coworkers, like they can't really. How can you say, "Hey, I saw you on Pornhub last night"? So
Right.
it's like they give me this look, like, "Bitch, I know who you is, but I can't say nothing, no.
No,
But I know who you is.
but I know.
Yeah, I know what you nasty little thing. Like, you better be wearing some gloves because I saw what you was doing last night, bitch."
Oh man. Shout out to Waveworks Code. That's my homie Mars Darko. He
Hey
started a
now, hey
podcast
friend.
as well. Shout out to Mars Darko. Y'all go follow him as well. He show a lot of love.
So where you
But
from, Killa Queen? I know you're asking me the questions, but this is my first time talking to you. I like
no,
your
I love
name.
the question. I love the question. So I am from San Antonio, Texas.
Really?
I'm a
Okay.
Texas girl through and through, but I am currently out here in Detroit, Michigan. But I'm a girl from the South.
I was gonna say because your accent's not really like it's not like hella strong like shouty, like it's not
Yeah,
like that southern.
like
No,
it's like mix. It's like
mix.
half and half. Like I kind of like merge the two together.
Yeah.
But when I go down south, that's when like it all comes out.
Like around your family and stuff.
Yeah,
It's strong.
comes
Yeah.
out. When my family come and visit here, it all
It,
comes out.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, I feel that.
You like a Henny with Chick-fil-A lemonade and tahini around the rim. That's
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Because it's not real strong. Cause I got a few friends from Texas, and like there's like not really, yeah, from Texas or like Louisiana, really, and they accent real strong. I like that shit though.
yeah, me.
I wouldn't mind me a country nigga shit.
Want you a southern man with some
Like, 'cause I
southern
heard like they
charm.
be treating their women good, like they be holding the door open and stuff like that. I like that.
No, for real. That
Mm-hmm.
real southern shit.
Yeah.
No, that's real. Well, I think it's no better time to shift into tonight's discussion. So, both of y'all know me so well, and first
Drum
of all,
roll.
I already know the answer to this question. But am I a fuckboy? Now, first of all, why would one ever think of himself so low? The answer is no. You goddamn wrong. No, I'm not.
I think
However,
the first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem.
it's
That's
like
why I
I plan
stopped
an
popping
intervention on
pills.
myself. No, no. Okay, but here's why this came to mind is because I didn't plan on being this way, but I just look back at the history of it, and it's like, yo, if I've been in had more one night stands than long term relationships, and the longest, you know, everyday, not long distance relationship I've been in was like a couple months. Is that a testament to me, or is that a testament to today's dating climate? Killer
Or
Queen,
them. Or to them.
or to them,
It's a problem too. You feel me?
100%.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't know. Cause Palm, like at the end of the day, even though you have like your ways, and your ways, you know what I mean.
Actually, I don't.
You are.
Don't worry about hurting my feelings. Say it.
I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Ready? All right. You are very strong-minded, right? So you go with your gut. However you feel about something, like you're not gonna second guess. You really go with your gut, and you believe in yourself so much that it portrays itself in everything that you do.
Right.
From the sexual protection program to that program to anything else you dip your hands into, like you go in there headstrong. And I feel like sometimes that can scare people away because some people are not so confident within themselves that when they see somebody being so confident, they don't know how to grasp it. And they're like, okay, maybe he's too much, or he's too confident, or he's feeling himself too much.
Sugar free.
He's like fuck boy. And but like us who know you, we know like, all right, he can be an asshole when he wants to be, you know, like he is very strong-minded and things like that. But obviously, you know, we don't be looking at you like how, you know, females who show interest in you, you know what I'm saying? Because you,
that's just he the homie.
but I think that it's hard for some women to grasp that in general. Because, like, to be honest, I feel like shit, I've scared a lot of people off because minded I am. I act like a nigga. You feel me? Like when they
I'm not the problem, you're the problem.
like when I met my man's friends, they're like, oh shit, like she the homie, like she cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's all on how you carry yourself and shit like that. And people it's all on how people perceive and take you in. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. No, I don't really think you're necessarily a fuckboy.
What exactly is a fuckboy without looking at Urban Dictionary?
To me, a fuckboy is a motherfucker who's self-entitled. He probably a mama's boy. He probably used to, you know what I mean? He probably used to me, a fuckboy is a person who's like self-centered, who's an asshole. He's probably a mama's boy, and he probably used to bitches cater to like his mama do, and when a woman don't, you know what I mean? Or they have any type of standards or wants or needs, it's like, bitch, fuck you. That's how I feel like a fuckboy is. And he has little to nothing to offer. If I had to sum it down to a word, I would say Jody from Baby's Boy. Prime example.
Jody.
And they probably got good dick, and they probably got half a little bit of hustle, but all in all, nigga, they're just a grown ass little boy. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to agree with that.
Okay. You know what? I've never been called
strong-minded.
I appreciate that, Queen, because I've never been called strong-minded before.
Yeah, I feel like because when we started talking about this podcast and getting things together, right? At first, I was a little taken back because you are so strong-minded, right? But in order to work with somebody who is so strong-minded, all right, this is something my dad always said, like, if I'm in a room with some motherfuckers, right? And I'm the smartest motherfucker in the room, I don't want to be in that room. I want to be in the room with people who can teach me things. Teach me, all right, this is what looks professional. This is how
a whole bunch of yes men.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I appreciated that because, to be honest, I didn't know a lot about podcasting coming into. Matter of fact, I didn't know nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you're around strong-minded and like-minded individuals, you're gonna prosper no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you for showing me how to do these things. You know what I'm saying? Because these are things that I'm gonna take on later on in life. You feel me? Like how to communicate with people, how to be more professional. Because I am ghetto as hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
you gotta have tough
skin
for sure.
Yeah,
not react. Yeah.
Stuff and use it throughout my life. So I appreciate you, brother. I really do.
No doubt. Hey, I wouldn't have picked you for this project if take a shot for that. But I wouldn't have picked you for this project if I didn't see personality, flavor, and potential. You know what I mean? So it's like you got it. It just needed to be or should be harnessed into something, you know. So I talked to you before about like, hey, could you see yourself doing an internet radio show or doing something like just more active of the Killa Queen brand?
Yeah, and I feel like I was so focused on rapping that I kind of I'm a rapper and I'm a DJ.
Girl,
I see why I brought it all together.
Hold on, we gonna have to hear stuff. Hold on, wait a minute.
So like I feel like I was so focused on rapping that I was like closing shit off. I'm like, you know what? I gotta put this out, right? And because I'm such a perfectionist, I haven't been putting nothing out because I'm like, man, this don't sound right. And you know,
I was just gonna ask, like, what was your backstory for this? Go ahead. Sorry.
You good? So, I feel like, you know, I've always had, like, I always show a lot of potential, right? And I feel like when people talk about me in interviews, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mike Collins, if y'all know his real name,
Yep.
that's his.
Cold blooded.
Yeah,
Stuff remember something. Who's that?
y'all know his name is Cold Blooded. He worked with Busy Bone from Bone
Oh,
Thugs.
okay,
He was in Scheme.
Yeah, he's a good friend of ours.
He's a producer.
Yeah, no, he's a rapper from LA but based in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He had did an interview with Siren, a couple of people from Schema, Jupilux, Vicious Vampira, Bearded Legend. Well, I was gonna say Bearded Dragon. These shots hit me. All right. When they did the interview on, I think it was, I can't remember whose podcast, when they talked about like how much potential I had, that's when I sat there for a minute and I'm like, fuck. Like I really I'm just sitting on. Like I really just, because I'm a mom, right? A lot of people don't know I'm a teacher. My 9 to 5 is I'm a teacher. I teach preschool. So it's like I'm trying to juggle all this stuff along with music and now this, you know what I'm saying? But the podcasting has really opened me up as a person. You know, I'm like meeting all types of new people and I feel a lot more, I feel happier, you know, like this is something that I really needed, you know? So, yeah. All right, you lighten up. All right. I don't smoke blunts no more because I wanted to thinking again and them blunts fucked my throat up.
Everybody be on the motherfucking backwoods out here. I'm like,
man, and I can't.
On this for the indoor. This dime pin. Something. Okay. All right. Another idea that I wanted your help with, both of you ladies. We'll start with you for this one, Ruby. Had a girl over last week, right? Cooked some shrimp tacos for her.
That's how it starts.
She spends the night. Now, this girl is somebody who I had a history with before, like, you know, a brief history where we just, you know, messed around a couple times, like during the pandemic, and, you know, she was kind of looking for something a little more serious. I'm like, I barely even know you, but ended up not working out, but we still kept cool, right? So anyway, we kind of had a, you know, she does music as well, so we had like a check-in conversation when I came home from Phoenix last month, and then just to kind of like learn where her head is, because I wanted to know like where she was with the music, where she was with like dating, and, you know, with appreciate that big Barbie world.
Thank you.
You know, I wanted to know where her head was with these things, and, you know, she said she was kind of more interested on doing music like as a hobbyist level, and then when it came to dating, she said she's kind of fed up with who's out there, but she wants, you know, she's from, let's just say her family's immigrants from another country, so she just wanted, you know, something a little more traditional. I'm like, okay, I could understand that. Well, I'm not really looking for, nor can I afford a girlfriend in this chapter of my life. So I just said, hey, you know what? Whatever happens, let's just start with dinner. Okay?
Okay.
So she came over, boom, shrimp tacos, boom, spent the night. And I'm like, well, oh yeah, I forgot to say, in between that time, we had another conversation on the phone about how she wanted me in her music video. And, oh, she's going to rent a jet ski, and we're going to go out to the water, and I'm going to get a selfie stick, and, you know, you'll be the love interest in the video. I'm like, okay, bet, for sure. All right, so then dinner in the evening happens. Okay, cool. Then I followed up. I said, hey, when do you want to plan for this music video shoot? And she's like, well, my phone's cracked, so I don't know. And I'm like, okay.
On a rant and a
that's kind of like
things that I do. Shout out to my boy Huggy does it in the chat.
But sounded like a nice fuck you. Maybe.
No doubt. Because then
maybe
now I'm looking at her.
One good, friend. I don't know. She was like,
She was raving about my cooking. raving. And like the picture that I got, I didn't take a picture of the food. She took a picture and it looked pretty damn good.
She must have.
I have to post it on Killa Convos.
Was like, nah.
Nah. She must have been just being nice to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was just wooing you.
Yeah. So next thing you know,
she used you. Like, she was like, tomorrow I'm gonna give you the world.
Yeah.
Had you doing all that nasty shit? How does it feel?
But
Because y'all do
Ruby,
that to us all the
you
time.
might be beating me there to my point, because next thing you know, I see her on her story with some dude, and they're playing Uno one day, and then she's like, then she's singing what's that
Oh,
SZA
she's a
song?
Cairo.
You mean she's playing some SZA song with him, and I'm like, look, if we're not gonna do
Oh.
this music video, for me, your purpose has been served. You know what I'm saying? And also, I
Yeah.
tried to invite her to a little hip hop function that I was going to, so we could both network with some artists. And I'm like, and then she's like, "Oh, well, I get off work late." So I've tried to make the effort to make this not just about sex, you
Right.
know. And like I'm, following up to see when we gonna do the music video, and I'm like, let me lend a hand to the digital side. Like if you need cover art, if you need, services, whatever. I'm not even talking about money. Let's just here's how I want to hook you up,
Right.
right?
Yeah, 'cause you do editing and videos all the time, so it could have helped there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're very genuine with that shit.
But
Yeah,
That's
like you're hella talented for sure with that.
appreciate y'all. Yeah, for sure. So hey, not that I care or anything, but like if a man, I'm
It
going Super
stings a
Saiyan when the
little,
glasses
but
come
I
off.
know what you mean.
If a man sees something in a woman, and I've tried to make an effort to make this not about sex, and I feel like I have been just used for sex and tacos, how should I feel? Take it away.
How we feel all the time. No. Nah, friend. I mean, all jokes aside, I feel like if y'all had a history and a real friendship, and you were blunt, like how she said, you were probably honest with her, and it probably rubbed her off the wrong way, and she was probably like, "Fuck this nigga, I'm about to have fun tonight," and she found someone else who took to her fancy a little bit more, and she just moved on with that. But then I also kind of feel if y'all was friends and had a history, she could have kept it real with you, knowing how you are, that you don't water it down. She could have kept it like a little more real than that on why she didn't want you in the video and everything else, because you would have helped her more than she would have helped you in that situation, because you do videos for a living. Like you literally got a whole editing system. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like maybe like he said something a little more nicer than you did, or it was a fatal attraction. Like you know what I mean? She probably realized that night she wasn't
Right.
feeling it.
And I'm not hurt by this, but as in an effort to become a better man, I want to learn, the reasons why.
Right.
right.
I feel we all I deserve closure, so I feel she owe you that. But if she don't give you that, then I would feel the next time you deal with a woman, like you said, like it seems like every couple of months you'll deal with someone, and then it kind of ends that way. You got to like self reflect. I would assume in this situation, but that situation sounded cool. Like came over, had tacos, bitch. I'm gonna do your videos. It don't sound like you did nothing wrong to me. I mean, that sounds like a hell of a time.
Okay. So I want to piggyback off what Ruby said. I just, you know me. I gotta dig in depth a little
Yeah.
bit. So the shrimp tacos, did y'all like kick it prior to that, or that was the first time y'all had kicked it?
This is
Y'all
the first
had
time I'd seen her in years, but we had
okay.
2 phone conversations within a week
Oh,
span. Put it
I
that
thought
way.
y'all been.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
No,
Because you said
Okay.
COVID.
yeah,
So
but
dudes.
like we hung out a couple times during
Okay.
COVID, literally
But
a couple times.
okay. But prior to COVID, did y'all do the nasty?
Yes.
Okay. So obviously after you do the nasty,
No.
they're married.
Yeah. We met during the pandemic. So yeah, did the nasty, like basically we had talked for a few months, just texting and
What happened to
calling,
6 feet,
or a few.
sir? Rule
That's the
breakers.
thing, bro. That's the fucking thing. That's the thing, because like I could, she would want to come over and do
You was ready
this,
to
and
risk
let's
it
go
all,
out and
huh?
let's do this. No, and then I had to hit it because I had to hit it. But
Oh my god.
but
Were you
but
vaccinated, nigga? You was like, fuck it.
no.
I'll see you in hell, bitch. Come on.
Vaccines were readily available. No, this was before vaccines was readily available. She was working as a fucking as a
Oh,
nurse with
Lord.
Yeah,
okay.
Lord. So here
So
I am living with my parents. I'm like, I can't spend a whole bunch of time with you. The plague's out, right? The plague's out,
You
right?
took a
So
risk. How dare she dispose of you? I
I'm
risked my
risking
life,
my
bitch.
mother and father's health
Yeah.
to go see
no,
this chick.
for real
Fuck
though.
See this
it.
chick back then, and she didn't understand. She didn't understand that. She thought, oh, you live with your parents and you got it made and blah blah blah. What's up with your career and blah? I'm like, girl, the world's fucking upside down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So anyway, put her on ice for a minute, and then what do they always do? They come crawling back.
Of
So,
course.
uh,
Okay.
so then fast forward over 3 years later, and here we are with
Damn.
So prior to the shrimp tacos, did you cook anything else for her?
Her in particular, no.
Okay, so the shrimp tacos was more of like a gesture because I feel like cooking for somebody, that's
Yeah. Not a
language.
lot of men cook for women.
Yeah,
That's cool.
like I feel like that's a love language. So you were already being a gentleman at that point. It was no longer like, all right, we're fucking and that's it. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, niggas don't just cook for anybody.
For
You feel
real.
me? So
It's a
it's
resource,
like
yeah.
if you cook for somebody, you obviously we're showing some type of
Yeah.
interest in that
For
person.
real.
So, and then at that time, prior to you cooking for her, y'all had already talked about that video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like you guys did have some history developed
That's what I'm
prior.
saying. Like that was kind of out the blue.
Like she could have just been like, "Hey, I'm looking for something more serious. I'm not feeling this. You know, I appreciate everything," and then go from there.
Not my
You know,
phone's cracked. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
people, that shit that people did back in like 2017, 2018, around that time, like just ghosting people and never talking to them again. Like everybody now is like heartfelt and got feelings and is fucking like me. Like I feel like this
Right.
nowadays. So it's like I'm surprised as a female.
Yeah, like girl.
Hey, like I'm not feeling this. Like I'm not fucking with this shit. Like whatever. Because us as females, we more emotional. You feel me? Like.
Hold on, someone's on my doorbell.
But yeah, so like that's why I'm like I'm surprised that she didn't say, "Hey, like I'm not feeling this" or whatever. Like that's
Hello?
crazy. Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, that's on my doorbell from my son. My bad.
You good?
You're good.
The baby.
Okay. Another instance. When again, it started with cooking. But all right, so first,
you gotta stop cooking.
Yeah.
Stop cooking.
Stop cooking. These bitches don't deserve no home cooked meals.
Yeah, bitch, I'm getting you
unlock
in the box.
that. Man, do not unlock that till level 10, bro. Do not cook for no bitches until it's level 10. On the 10th get together, okay.
And why Brenda said nurses are the biggest fizzlers. Damn.
Nurses are fizzler. God damn.
Yeah.
Bamboozlers.
Killer Queen said, feed them Burger King till they earn otherwise.
Yeah, but you get a Whopper, hoe.
Okay. So, this was back in April, right? So first date, right? Me and this other young lady, I matched with her on Hinge, right?
Same bitch.
Totally different broad.
All right.
I matched with her on Hinge, right? Now this is a college-educated sister, mixed, adopted, but laid back Cali girl, right? She was cool. Met up for some food, had a good time, then walked around a little bit, had a really lovely evening, right? The next week, invited her over. This time it was shrimp pasta, right? Cooked. She spent the night. Okay. So then next thing you know, a friend of mine gave me some tickets to see like Snoop Dogg, Seth MacFarlane, Post Malone, and some other comedians at the Hollywood Bowl, right? So me, my homeboy, his girlfriend who I met for the first time, who was like, look.
Okay, I'm gonna help you in a second. Okay, I'm coming now.
Mom things. But yeah, so
if you want to pause so you can do your mom things, you're good.
No, he's asking for his pajamas. Kids like to ask for random things. First of all, it's 4 in the afternoon. You don't want your pajamas, sir.
Why my kid just came out and asked to say he was hungry, so my man went and grabbed him a bag of chips and gave him a bag of chips. Like, y'all want to ask for this shit right when we go live? Like we
I call it parent hating. So give me a second.
Oh man.
Let's take a little commercial break.
Yeah.
A little child break.
Oh. Let's talk about some things that we have going on.
Bro, what you want your pajamas for?
We have some guests. Got some dope guests coming soon. Can you hear me?
No, watch out.
I can't hear you.
Check.
I already told you.
Check 1 2.
I hear you.
See now?
Outside? For
It's
what?
like I hear the end of every sentence. Like I can't hear the beginning, but I can hear the end.
Now, worse.
Okay.
Can y'all hear
Y'all
me
hear me?
now?
A little bit.
I can hear a little bit.
He said,
Better?
if you gotta see, he said, if you gotta stop feeding them shrimp. Yeah. Get them bitches ground beef. Bitch, you get ground beef, you gotta work your way up to shrimp, ho. But you get hamburger helper next time.
Brown. Yeah, give me ground beef.
Make them bitches some hamburger helper, friend, and some Texas toast.
Hey. No, for real. He said
I'm
you had
dying.
Trumps.
Anyway, she spent the night. Now I get some tickets to this show, right? Seth Rogen, Snoop Dogg, motherfucking Post Malone, a lot of shit. Went with my friend and his new girl. His new girl's kind of too talkative, kind of annoying, but whatever. Me and the homie had to tell her to shut her ass up, but it was all in good fun, all in good spirits, right? You know, it was all love. The four of us wind up at, a bar, right down the street, and then Shardy drops us all off at my homie's house. And then, I sat in her car for a little bit. It was kind of sketch out there up in North Hollywood. So I kissed her goodnight, hop about the car, went back home. So now here's where I possibly fucked up. But okay, so I ran into a bunch of people I knew at the concert, right? Including my friend who gave us the tickets. And my friend who gave us the tickets was like, "Oh, Shardy's name here," said, "Oh, she seems really sweet." And then my homeboy Matt was like, "Oh yeah, Shardy's name here seems cool AF, right?" So I showed her screenshots of my friends complimenting her, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Look, babe, you're getting good reviews." I never heard from this chick again. Literally
Damn.
the next day, I text her, "Please tell me, please tell me you're alive." Nothing.
What?
We had now. Funny thing is, you guys, we had a conversation about maybe we should wait to follow each other on social media because my homie Matt and his girl followed her, right? I'm like, maybe we should wait to follow each other on social media just so we
Right?
get to know each other a little better. So I never heard from the chick again, and this was this phenomenon because I was like,
Because you had a good night, yeah.
holy fuck, we had a good night. Okay, I cooked for you. You spent the night with me. What is the disconnect here? What did I do that's so terrible?
So the first person made up a bullshit excuse, and the second person said nothing at all.
Yeah.
Damn. To be honest, I can crack 100 jokes, but all jokes to the side, I kind of feel like that's just people in general, because that's happened to me before in different ways. Or there's a person who followed me on social media for so long, begged to meet me. We had a good night, but everything was cool. Like, we shared, some personal stories, and they just never talked to me again. Like, it was this one guy who ghosted me for 2 years. Like, we're still friends on social media now, and he always has an excuse why he can't come down. Oh, I worked this weekend, flat tire, my mom's sick. Like, and I never really got an answer out of him. So I kind of feel that frustration too sometimes, friend. I feel like that's just the people's natures. They don't really have an excuse. I personally feel when people do that, they have a woman or a situation that they live with, or vice versa, and that's why they can't get out as much as they can. But for a person like 100% ghosty like that, and that's what I would think. I would think that they were on a break with their partner, and then they went back home to the situation, and that's why, because I've done it before. You know what I mean? So I don't know, like. That's what I would think, because there's really no real reason to ghost someone who was cool to you. Now, if the guy was a creep or weird or rapey or cheap, yeah, but it seemed like you weren't any of those things. Like, you cook for a bitch, invite her over, a kiss goodnight, like, that's some old school 90s shit, like, you know what I mean? And the most I got from a nigga was an Uber home, so that's great. You feel me? So either that, or it could boil down to like the nice guys finish last. I feel like a lot of women are used to abuse or weird motherfuckers being douchebags to them, you know what I mean? So maybe
Take a stab
you
at it.
got the nice guy syndrome, friend. Maybe got to start. Maybe got to turn into Gator. Gator don't play that shit.
No, for a get it on. But to piggyback off of that, I feel like personally, I'm not gonna lie. I've never personally experienced somebody ghosting me.
Right.
But I have experienced me ghosting people.
You.
So, hey, they're back in my younger days. You feel me? Like I was ghosting motherfuckers. You feel me? Like I feel
Yeah.
like at that age I wasn't mentally prepared to give my entire self to somebody, to one
Right.
person. And what's crazy is I've never had a one night stand in my life, right? I have had 5 sexual partners in my entire life.
Whoa.
You feel me? And I was in
Wow.
relationships with every single one. Like I never had a one night stand. But I would like talk to people. You feel me? Like I would
Yeah.
entertain people. You know what I'm saying? And then I would just stop talking to them. It's like, oh shit, I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk, whatever.
Yeah.
But that was about it. And to be honest, I feel like at that age, I was not ready to settle down. Like I got
Right.
pregnant at 14, week before I turned 15. You feel me? I was with my baby daddy for years. So it was like after that, everything I wanted was something healthy, or what I thought was healthy. You feel
Right.
me? Because I'm in my 5th relationship in my life, so it's like
So you don't believe in lust? You believe in love? It sounds like.
I do.
Yeah.
I try to see the good in people, the good in life. You feel me? So even if I get fucked over in the end, which is insane, because 4 out of 5 relationships I've been in, I've been cheated on every single one.
Right.
Never been a relationship where I've ended it on good terms. Like they've all cheated. You feel me?
Yeah.
Other than I'm only on good terms with one ex.
A man say he wants a good girl, and then he gets a good girl like you, like obviously what you're saying from a low body count, and they'll cheating you with the girls who are,
Yeah,
promiscuous or whatever.
yeah.
That always
And,
blew my mind.
and to be honest, what's crazy is like I feel like I'm cool as fuck. Like you know
Yeah,
what I'm
you are.
saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm not like don't
And
get
you
me
hella
wrong.
pretty. That's crazy.
I like to go out on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? I'm a teacher. I have a 12-year-old. Well, he about to be 12 in November. You feel me? Already acting like a
Oh yeah,
teenager.
okay.
You know,
Mine's 15. I know.
like I do
Give him one more
music.
year. He'll feel my pain.
Man. So it's like I feel like I'm a pretty good person, but don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There may be about me that people may not like, you feel me? But my man love it.
That's
So
right.
it's like now that I'm in a healthy relationship, I'm like, all right, okay, this is a huge difference. Like this is something I'm really not used to. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? Everything isn't for everybody.
Ooh, that's a line from straight from Kevin Fleming. That's a line my father would say,
But
literally.
from you
Like
being a good girl, like all your life, like could you be honest? Is there times you ever kind of thought to yourself, like you want to be bad? Like I'm tired of being the good one,
so
and these niggas
I'm
cheating
not
on
gonna
me. Like
lie, I
I
was
want to be
bad as
bad for
fuck.
one night. You feel me?
I'm not gonna lie. One thing that everybody knows about me is, and why a lot of people don't like me, is because I'm always gonna tell you the truth,
Right.
whether you hear it or not. I was bad as hell. All right. I was out here having sex at 14 years old. I was bad as hell. I was bad.
I'm talking about
I was in boot.
like sexually bad, like being
Oh,
promiscuous
sexually
and
bad.
stuff. Yeah,
One thing,
yeah.
what's crazy is every single person I've been with, I felt like they've never been able to meet my sex
Ooh,
drive until now. The
okay, 50
relationship that
Shades.
I'm in now, niggas prior have never been able to keep up with
What?
the bed on some
Right.
real shit. On some real
Okay.
shit. And that's one thing is like on the outside looking in, right? People see it. Well, it depends on who you are.
Yeah,
You
because me
see,
looking at you, like you look innocent with your hair and your glasses. Like, I would
yeah.
never think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know how much,
Incognito.
but guess
yeah.
what? When I'm in the classroom, people see the tattoos and the way I talk. Like as much as I'm in college or been to school, like I'm still ghetto as
Right.
hell. Like I didn't grow up in the suburbs. Like I just now moved my son to the suburbs. You feel me? So he could go to better schools and shit. So it's
As a
like,
mama, I can appreciate that.
all right, wait, ready? All
Yeah.
right, go.
Now that's a big deal moving from the hood because our brother moved out 3 weeks ago. It took me 5 years.
How do you like settling into your new place, Ruby?
Oh man, it's a breath of fresh air. The silence gave me really bad anxiety the first 3 nights. I had to take all my medicine. You know, I'm so used to the gunshots, the police, the in and out, the kids. You know,
that's a thing for y'all who didn't know. That really is. It's a real thing.
yeah.
You know
It's like you want peace and you get it. It was like creepy. Like I was like hearing like the creaks in my house and I was tripping out. Like it was like really bad for 3 days. Friend, I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of hard to probably express out loud. But now that I'm used to the peace,
of peace.
it's a literal breath of.
What's up?
Okay. It's like a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? I still have anxiety about my kids going outside because niggas is always shooting shit up. You know what I mean? My daughter's 16-year-old friend was killed right next to my house in the laundromat. So I've always had anxiety about my kids even being outside or me even checking the mail or So like all those worries are gone now. Like I feel so much at peace.
King, was it King Get It 215 said, love the high count body girls. They be doing some tricks. Hey, to each their own.
You know what I don't understand?
I'm saying,
to the contrary,
like
what he said.
Well,
what I don't understand is why men be hating on women with high body counts. I'm like, I'm trying to get in the pussy next. I don't care about who came before me. I'm trying to get in next.
Right.
You really shouldn't give a fuck about that unless it's somebody you know who got that shit or something. Then okay, but
you shouldn't be. You can really tell like how many men been in here. Like I don't know. Yeah. I would or can you tell if a girl's been ran through? Like like you physically feel it?
Like because they think they're like it says the number of people watching this. Like it says the number of people that've been in that. Like yeah. No,
spoiler alert.
I don't know.
I lost count, so don't ask me what my body count is. I stopped counting
numbers. Hey, I got Jordan numbers. That's all I gotta say.
Do you?
Hey, Jordan number.
Tell me. That's that real.
But I only count the people that I have kids with, so I got two bodies. That's it. I got 2 baby daddies. The rest of y'all niggas don't count.
Cause who is y'all?
Yeah.
Boy, Juan said, I wish I went to better schools, but instead we went to the most ghetto-ass schools I ever went.
My school was turned up. I went to continuation schools. I was so bad, I got kicked out of regular high school. I went to out here they're called one schools. The continuation, I don't know what y'all call them out there. What's that called? Like for the kids who get expelled from the regular school and they have to go to
like alternative school or second chance school.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yep. That's what happened to me too. I was out gang banging, being bad as fuck. I was bad as hell, boy. I was bad as hell. That's why a lot of people be seeing me and be like, damn, like she a fucking teacher? She teach kids? Like what the fuck?
You beat me up in the 3rd grade.
Bad as hell, fighting for no goddamn reason.
And I'm like, how did I click up with y'all? I went to this small private school where you called the teachers by first name and you walk into every class, there's a kid playing acoustic guitar. And everybody's wearing fucking flip-flops and everyone shops at Trader Joe's.
My parents was Uncle Phil and Aunt Vivian, huh? He was over there in Bel Air?
No, we were over there in Pasadena.
Oh, is that a good city or LA? I don't think I've been there.
Yeah, it's a city. It's a diverse city, but there's definitely a divide between private and public schools. And just private school in Pasadena is there's a lot of traditions, but my school was very much of its own. Literally called Waverly, so it's very much the only own way.
Black kid, or is it mixed?
Please believe it.
My poor
Actually, it was very small, but it was mixed enough so that there's enough different this and that's to go around. But once I got into high school, as far as nigga with a hat on, Jay listening to rap, the only. Easily.
Dylan, your screen is breaking up. You look like a whole bunch of squares.
Jesus, I know if I didn't already look square enough.
Fire you up.
No, I don't have no Android. Hold on.
Nigga got a MacBook.
Is this any better? Better.
It still look distorted.
But it's fine on my phone. I don't know about her, but I'm kind of drunk, so it's fine.
I look handsome either way.
A shot. I'll take a shot to that.
Okay.
I better regret it.
Okay, yeah.
I know my son will want something.
What was the other one I wanted to say? Okay. Now what I'm finding, if I see a woman that I'm only interested in sex with, the kicker that will make that happen is that if there's a high physical attraction and little in common.
Like,
you know, like if you don't have like a lot of common interests, or if there's just like not a lot of, spark there, but you got the physical attraction, and that might come with some like, oh, she might be funny, or Ruby just went, but yeah. What do you think about that?
What happened?
I don't know where Ruby just went.
Oh.
Sorry, somebody called me and she got kicked off. Let's see if she can come back in.
Yeah, because you sounded distorted for a second too. So I couldn't hear. I could just see your lips moving, but I couldn't hear what you were saying.
All right, here she comes.
Shout out to the Vinyl Addict, Southbound. It's his birthday.
Hey,
If y'all fuck with him,
hey, happy birthday, Southbound.
Go get Southbound a follow
everybody
and a like.
want to bother me when I'm on here, friend. That's time to. I'm about to cuss everybody out individually when I get off this live.
I literally
I'm busy.
Because why y'all want to text and call as soon as we talking about some shit? Like,
Hop
you just
on
want to.
If y'all want to talk to me, hop on the live. Like,
hop on the live. Yeah. We got a spot.
Real titties. Like, come on now, friends. I'm sorry. So what were you saying? You said, what if you only have a physical attraction to someone, but not?
Yeah. What if you only have a physical attraction, but you're not like clicking with their interests?
At the point I'm in now, because it's kind of hard for me to be in any type of relationship outside of my kids' fathers because of who I am. I get a lot of, before we even do anything, oh, I hope I'm big enough, or, it's like those little turnoffs. So now what I learned is, like, for my friends with benefits, I have a lot of those. There's a few that their personalities are ugly, and those motherfuckers I probably call like once or twice a year, because it's just like, bruh, like, if you're throwing me off, like, then you're just throwing me off. I don't know. I'm more of a physical person, and I'm shallow. So if your sex is good and we can fuck for the night, yeah. But if you don't interest me outside of that, I'm not going to be calling you to come over and eat or go do something or come to one of my events or chill with me, because you're throwing out my vibe, bro.
Yeah.
But now if I call you at midnight and you want to come with a bottle and you feel me? Yeah. But outside of that's all we're ever going to be, because I can't click with you. Yeah. Is that what you meant? Or do you mean like, or can I still be physical even though I'm not attracted to him outside of that?
I'm more talking about, like, is a guy a bad person if, like, you see you have certain women in your life and, like, you're just interested in fucking. That's all you're trying to do.
I mean, where I'm at in life now, that's all I'm interested in. So I feel like that's the kind of man that I want right now, is straight to the business. Because not saying I have a problem against men or anything, but from my personal experiences, from being on both sides of the fence in relationships and dealing with people in relationships that are going on, to me, it's easier for that. I believe in less. I don't believe in less, and I like people who are honest with me and go straight to that point. I'd rather a person tell me that than like the bitches, how they was telling, oh, yeah, you need my music video, we're going to be great friends. And bitch, I just say you wanted to get fucked. Like, come on now. So for me and my personal life, what I'm going through, like, that works for me right now. You know what I mean? Because I work. I don't got a time in a relationship anyway. I'm sure I'll be a terrible girlfriend. So I got a job, I got kids, I got a daughter in juvenile right now that I'm doing her court dates. I don't got time to be courting nobody and meeting my mama and going through all that, bro. Like, please. So for me, less is working for me right now. But even that's hard because of who I am. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah, it definitely depends on the situation, but some
I'm kind of over, like, I think for
that.
me, being in relationships, in domestic violence relationships with both my kids' dads, I feel like I'm so burnt out on that category. I don't have time for the 20 dates and meeting the mama and acting like a person that I'm not, or trying to get to know who you are, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't have time for that. I believe I'm fully in lust right now.
Let me tell you, I got a friend who I'm very close with, female friend, and we're like, super cool. But like when I first met her, we went out on a date and we hit it off great. And like, yeah, we smashed and did all that, dates and all that stuff. But like when it comes, she's got kids, one special need. She lives far away, and it's like
even that
we're not in position, and then all of that was while my dad was sick. So like we were just not in position to do a real relationship.
And then it make the other person feel not loved or not wanted because their schedule is busy.
And because she lives in another town, and there's like, she got options up there. I got options down here.
I don't believe
it's just
in long distance relationships. That's out. Or
Yeah.
a lot of people are with cause I dealt with that with my baby daddies. We're only together for the kids type of deal. Like, no one's going to be okay with you living with your baby mom or baby dad. And be like, come on now. So I deal with a lot of those situations nowadays. You know what I mean? It's only for the children. Like, boy, please.
I'm just hearing
different
different
baby mama when them kids asleep.
I'm just hearing it kind of comes down to different strokes for different folks. But it's like, at this point in my life, I've noticed that like most of my personal friends, and this is kind of more outside of the music or outside of the podcasting realm, most of my personal friends are like kind of starting to find their person and plan their families or start families,
Oh, yeah.
And, here I am, 30.
We had our kids young. She had hers at 14, I have mine at 19. I'm already
I just
past
feel
that.
like, the spirit of insecurity was like, and here you are, 31 going on 13, trying to get this podcast media network popping. And for what, other people got their 401ks and their careers, and they're getting into that home ownership bag, and that ain't on the fucking table for me right now.
Man, everything ain't for everybody. Okay.
Right.
Everything ain't for everybody, and I feel like where we be having ourselves fucked up at is where we be looking at what people are doing and what they got going on, and then comparing ourselves to them. And it's like everything ain't for everybody.
Fairy tales. Yeah, let's say Cinderella.
Me and Dre O'Neal said right at the same time.
For real. So it's like shit.
I hope we all have these false hopes and standards that aren't realistic for us.
Yeah.
So
my daughter about to be 18, grown. I'm almost halfway done. I am done. Look, I want to be your mama. I'm not gonna lie and say to her, potato salad tastes good. I am all over all that shit. Fuck you.
Hey, one almost out the door, and then one about 4 more.
For real, my other son, he halfway hating now. I don't got to look. No,
I have.
He be acting like I'm his woman. I be like, bro.
I have so many people telling me like, hey, if you have another kid, like you starting all over. He about to be 30.
Don't do it. My kids were 8 years apart. When I had my son, my daughter was 7. She wrote me a Dear John letter with a color crown and ran away. She's like, you have a new baby. I still not want it anymore. And she packed her little bag with her little teddy bear, and like she made it like a block or two for the neighbors, called the cops. And I let her go live with her dad for a couple of months. Girl, kids will be heartbroken. The kid you got now is gonna be. Girl, my daughter was so heartbroken. I think I still got the letter. By the time she wrote me with the blue color crown. You don't love me anymore. I'm like, what the hell? Kids are dramatic, man. But it worked out because like, she used to help me change diapers, stuff like that. But girl, I don't know. It's like 50-50. But then it's like a different kind of love because when you had your first kid, like you were still a child, so you grew with your kid. Having a kid now, now that you're a woman and you know a lot of things, it's a whole different experience. Because when I had my son, I was a whole different person, and it was I felt like I was a better parent, if that makes sense, when I had him.
I asked my hairstylist today when I was getting my haircut. I'm only 31, but I see myself having kids one day. But like today's economy.
Oh yeah, you have to work on that.
What did you? I thought we been hung out. I thought you been new.
Wait, I forgot. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
You said
yeah.
Huh? You said 31.
You need a little palm tree.
Hell no.
I did not.
A little PJ. A little PJ. Yeah, I'm gonna be his auntie. You gotta call me Auntie Ruby.
Auntie Ruby.
Damn.
Okay, so I'm like, yeah, with today's economy, I don't know if I could afford it. He's like, hey, fuck the economy. It's like, if God is ready to bless you with like that, and if you have a woman who you believe you can grow with, and not just like have fun and have good sex with, but grow with, then that's who you start your family with.
Yeah, but sometimes a tequila has other plans. I hear you though. But that's good that you're at the age you can think. When I was young, man, my baby daddy had a big heart.
How old?
And that's all it took for me. I was young. Huh?
Oh, how old are you?
I just turned 35. I'm an 80s baby, 89. Yeah, I look younger or older.
You don't look. Your titties may be big as fuck, but you do not look old.
Girl, I'm an OG. Girl, I was born in 89. Girl, I'm
That,
35, and I got a 15-year-old.
and so, just to tap in with it real quick, I had watched almost all the parts of your interview with Palm, and I had a couple of questions I wanted to ask you.
Oh yeah, of course.
So shot though. We're gonna take a shot together.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll some.
I mean, you're about to smoke from a
Yeah.
tree.
Yep.
Not about my childhood. The best part. No.
No, I mean
I was
I
a
had
traumatized child for sure.
no.
But I like it now because I feel like all my trauma, it made me, it most certainly gave me tough skin, if that makes sense.
It reflected onto the art really well, I must say.
Yeah. It's like really hard to hurt my feelings nowadays. So that's what I take from that. But go ahead.
No.
I don't want you to feel bad or bad ass me, believe me.
No. It wasn't even like mad questions like that, but it was some, some Killer Queen questions, as I should say. I get a little like I'm always in depth with a lot of shit.
Right.
Because I be trying to understand how people feel. You know what I'm saying? Your personality is it's super vibrant. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You can tell that you hood and you've been through a lot of shit, and you can also tell that you have another side to you where you carry yourself like
Oh yeah.
at,
That's the cancer in me.
like we can put you in any room with any type of person and you're gonna prosper. You feel me? So
oh yeah, for sure.
how the hell can you cook perfect rice? That's what I want to know. How the hell you can cook perfect rice?
Yeah.
I got white rice down packed pretty much, because I got an Oya now and shit.
Yeah.
But like the Mexican rice,
that's my number one seller right there, baby. Yeah. So you're talking about like Spanish rice, Mexican rice?
Yes.
To me, it's the less ingredients the best. So I got a 3-ingredient recipe, and to me it's perfect. So yeah, so I basically I take 1/4 of an onion and 1/4 of a garlic clove, and I grill it, brown it with my oil and then my rice. I learned how to use jasmine rice. Now jasmine rice to me is better than the long grain or the traditional rices that we were raised up using. I actually found it on accident because I ran out of regular rice, and then I found out that it's the best rice. So I basically brown my rice, onion, and garlic, and then you add your chicken bouillon, tomato bouillon, and water. And even though people tell you to up to your finger, up to the line, 50-50, that's not true. To me, the recipe is 75-25. So you don't put 50-50 water. I put 75 rice, 25% water. And then I bring it to a boil, leave my lid on, and then I put it on low for 10 minutes flat. And then I let it sit on the stove, but I do it first. So the rice can sit on the stove for hours, and you know what I mean, while you're cooking. So always do your rice first. If you like do your rice last, it's gonna piss you off when you're making your meal. Rice has to settle; it has to rest. Nobody wants that kind of thick, fresh out the pot rice. Tastes like shit. So I personally like to let my rice sit for at least 20 minutes to an hour before my meal is done. If that makes sense. So make it like an hour ahead of time your meal, girl, and it'll be the perfect consistency every time.
Okay. Do you fry your rice prior to put in the water?
Yeah, that's what I do first. I fry it with the onion and the garlic. I don't always have garlic, or sometimes I'll be lazy and I'll buy minced garlic. So sometimes I'll just use the onion. But as long as you got onion and oil, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, because I be lazy. I be using minced garlic.
Minced
I use minced
garlic.
I like
minced garlic.
to me,
It's not much of a difference. But if you're hanging around real Mexicans, like my brother, baby mama, girl, they'll fire you up. They're like, "Is this mint?" I'm like, "Fuck." I'm like, "No." I chop it up that way.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, but I be using minced garlic. I be using a minced
I
garlic.
bought the whole little jar,
Me
little plastic jar.
too.
Girl, for $5, I be on.
Man.
It's cool around certain people, but around people who really into cooking, girl, they will like really try to be in your shit, in your business.
For me, it's all about butter is like the lubricant, and then
Right?
No sodium seasoning for me.
So like the Mrs. Dash.
When I get up and go to the kitchen, I'll show you.
I work at we're not allowed to use that because of the patients, their diets. So we use a lot of Mrs. Dash or lemon pepper. Like that's the closest to salt they'll let us get.
Pepper. Because my mama got sodium, can't have too much sodium. So like
we got a lot of diabetics and shit. So and what's that called with the heart?
Cardiovascular.
God damn it! Like they can't have like pork or tomatoes or a lot of grease. Like if it's pork chop day, like they have to get a slice of ham, like shit like that. It's like I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Oh damn! Yeah, they gotta watch
or
this.
Like if we have like tomato soup, they have to have like a mushroom soup. They can't have the tomatoes like the something with tomato.
You gotta make sure it says low sodium on the label.
Yeah, like that's the only frustrating about my job is I'm actually on the verge of actually probably quitting and doing my at home because I have a whole other page dedicated to my chef. I don't know if you caught that in this interview, but I'm like a real chef. Like my father owned 2 restaurants. You know what I mean? Like I've been cooking homemade tortillas in the kitchen since I was 3 or 4 years old. Like cooking is like it's like a talent that you don't want, but it was forced upon you as a kid, and like, you can't get rid of it. That's how I feel about cooking. When I was a little kid, I said, hate being in the kitchen. I just want to be outside with my friends. My dad be like, oh no, come on. Hear me there cutting onions, rolling tortillas, stuff like that. And now that I'm an adult, it helped me now, you know what I mean? But yeah, like cooking is my shit. So that being said, the only frustrating part about my job is I can't make the food I want to because of special diets. Right. You know what I mean? And there's some people who ain't got teeth. So I got to puree my food and mix it and have it, you feel me? It's called puree. It's called a mechanical and minced moist. I have a whole bunch of different levels. So I can't just make a steak dinner for the day. I have to make 4 different versions of that steak. I got to make a steak, one without salt, one chopped up, and one a puree like a milkshake. So it's a whole lot that comes into my job.
That sounds like hella work. Okay.
For real. At least at Denny's, a person order a steak medium rare, that's cool. But I work in a hospital, so there's 120 residents. Oh, I like that. Yeah. There's 120 residents, and they're all split up with like 5 or 6 different diets. So I got to make 120 plates of food, 4 or 5 different ways.
Jeez. Louise.
And there's people who are non-gluten, vegan. Like the vegans piss me off. I got to make fucking tofu and shit. Like fuck, bro.
Yeah. I ain't never tried tofu.
Tofu is actually not bad. It's the consistency of scrambled eggs. It's not that bad.
Interesting.
You said
there's gluten free. There's
diabetic. Huh? You said it was the consistency of what?
It's like the consistency of like scrambled eggs.
Oh.
Like eggs. If I had to put it to anything, if you were to close your eyes and eat it, it would be like scrambled eggs, but with not a lot of flavor. like egg whites. Have you had egg whites? It's like that.
Actually, I've never had egg whites. I heard it's healthier, but like I don't even know what.
I don't care for it. But my daughter, when she was little, and I used to take her to McDonald's and get the Egg McMuffins, she used to hate the yolk. Like she used to call it the yellow thing. So she said, I don't want the yellow thing. So I always had to get her egg whites. So that's how I got used to eating egg whites, was from her.
Yeah. No, tofu and like, what's that soup that they give you at sushi restaurants?
Miso soup. Wonton soup?
No, miso soup.
Oh, yeah. Soup with the mushrooms, that shit.
I'm not gonna lie, because I got a lot of health issues from being overweight. I had my gallbladder removed. I've been looking at a lot of videos. Veganism and shit is really the way to go, though.
What's crazy
is poisonous and trash.
But
it tastes so good.
Man, it really does.
Yeah.
And I have tried to give up.
Yeah, that's fine.
I switched from cow's milk to almond.
Really?
Now to oat. I don't drink almond milk no more. It's oat
now.
Are
you lactose?
No, I'm not. But I seen a couple of videos how
with the pus and the milk.
I was like,
I ain't gonna lie, girl.
Okay. All right. I get it. You feel me? I switched. And then I stopped eating like pork chops. And
pork,
hamburger meat.
So how do you feel like since you stopped eating those meats? Is it true what they say? You feel better physically and mentally?
You do.
For real?
You do. Yeah. You really do. And your kids do too. So like my son, My son was born with gastroschisis. It's where you're born with your intestines outside of your body.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So it's good. He all good. He good.
He had a surgery, or it's back normal now? Or?
He was born. He had a surgery. It's a little scar attached belly button. I call it his little alien.
Yeah, I'm a cancer. Like, if you can't tell me something like that, make me cry just thinking about it.
But it was a lot to deal with because you know y'all know I was pregnant at 14.
You were a child too. Like that's your baby.
Child, so that shit was kind of traumatizing, you know.
Doctor appointments and having to deal with school. Yeah.
Man, I had to stay in. I was in a children's hospital having a child. That shit was insane. Like,
Yeah, that's got to be crazy.
So not to take away from your son's health condition, but how was that having to be in a teen mom? Like your parents disappointed, like their friends and family didn't want you to hang around their kid. Cause I had a friend who had a baby young, and she was telling me things she went through. Like, how was that being a teen mom? As far as like was your family disappointed, or how did it make you feel?
When I became a teen mom, my parents had just split up. So we were living in Texas. My dad moved us to Mexico. We lived in Mexico for a while. My mom found out my dad was fucking with another bitch. She left his ass and then moved us here to Michigan. And man, like when my parents split up, my dad was so strict. Like my dad was a gangbanger, right? He banged MS-13 his entire life.
Oh,
this nigga's 15 years old. Like that's all he ever known. But when he became a father, he was very active. He was an active father in my life. Like
I'm still a gangster, but now look.
Street, you know what I'm saying? Like he taught me that. And the book shit I learned on my own. Like I didn't learn no book shit from him.
So that was your coping mechanism, you think, from your parents? Like you like being in the books to keep your mind there?
I liked being active, and I feel like once I actually had my son and I had somebody else to care for, it was like I immediately matured for the most part. Like I was all right,
like cold turkey, yeah.
And all right, this is what I gotta do. Right. Like I gotta make the most money. I want to live comfortably, you know.
Which is cool because most people would just probably try to put that off on their parents and just go be a kid and do their thing and turn up. You know what I mean? But you were like, no, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, like I was like, I have to do this.
That's right.
I have no choice. Like my baby only got me, and this is what I have to do. And it was not easy for me to change as a person. You know what I'm saying? I was in high school, got kicked out of high school. I went from being a Golden Glove boxer to being kicked out of high school and going to boot camp. And it was very, very rough. You know, it was hard. It was rough for me to change my life as fast as I did. But I was like, you know what? I have life depending on me. This is what I got to do. I worked 2 damn jobs. I was working at Goodwill.
As a minor?
As a minor.
What?
Goodwill. Listen.
Give me a shot, bitch, because hold on.
Listen. All right. Ready to go.
That's dope as fuck. Because not too many minors were doing that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. I didn't start off at Goodwill as an employee. All right. I was doing.
I was because you need a work permit and all that when you're a kid, right?
You said what?
Because you need work permits and stuff when you're in high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or California, you do.
I had gotten in trouble with I was getting bullied in high school. You feel me? Like they had tried to bully me and shit. And
she said, "Try." I like that. she said, "Try."
She cut half my hair. This is some genuine shit. I haven't told. A lot of people don't know this. So now that y'all hearing this,
Killa Convos.
Because after my little interview was rough, girl, you was a thug. Hold on, I want to hear your story.
This bitch cut half of my hair in the back. All right, I had my hair for y'all who don't know, my hair long as shit. Okay,
Rapunzel.
How tall are you?
Yeah, can we get a body shot since you were standing up? But go ahead, I didn't see your body.
You know what? Ready?
Are you BBW or are you chunky? Or
I mean,
let me see. Turn it a little to the This way.
Yeah.
I can only see.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay, I see the arch.
Feel me? But what was I saying? Because I'm high. Hold on.
The girl had cut your hair. Your hair was long.
That's why I wanted to forget that shit. This bitch cut my hair.
Little bitch.
Cut my hair halfway. Half of my hair was long. Half of my hair was short. Mind you, I always fell asleep in science class because I'm like, bro, this shit boring as hell.
God.
I fell asleep and I woke up and I had like went like this. Obviously, I don't know if y'all know this, but I always touch my hair. It's something.
Yeah.
It's always. I've always done this shit since I was a kid. It's like my comfort thing. I always do it.
It's like when a person like bites their nails. It's like a tick you can't help. It's like that.
It's like pulling by ear for me.
When a person always bites their nails.
That I used to do. Always. Like, I mean, my nails are pretty long now compared to.
I don't keep the good on. But yeah, so what happened, girl? So you woke up, girl. I know you went the fuck off. I want to hear your reaction.
Man.
So you woke up to your hair half cut? Like, did you catch the girl or the kids told who did it? Like, did she get in trouble?
So I turned around and everybody was gone. I started walking out. There was this girl. And I'm going to air her ass out now because it's been like years. You feel me? Like, what are the chances of her watching this? And if she does, I mean, I fuck with you.
She does, make sure she likes the video and subscribes to
Palm
on YouTube.
Like, still fuck you because you ain't said shit while she was doing it. You feel me? So, fuck you still. Yeah. But,
okay. I got you now. Yeah.
So I'm walking out the door and this girl like, hey, like, what's her name? Cut your hair. Yeah. I'm like, all right. I'm pissed. Like, before I got to the door, I had like, bro, what the fuck? I grabbed.
It was like thin air?
Oh,
it was like thin air?
Whole bunch. Rookie. Like, literally half my hair. Like, literally had this half chopped like this. Like, and it wasn't no big,
and where was
like
the teacher? What the bitch? Like, girl, I would have so many questions.
It was a nigga. That nigga, like, slept half the time anyway. Like,
he's one of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Teachers,
like,
yeah.
Hell, like, he really went on shit. And I hope you see that because he really went on shit because, like, he wasn't. But chop half my hair. I started walking out the classroom. This girl like, hey, what's her name? Cut your hair. I'm like, all right. I'm pissed. At this point,
Say less.
I'm pissed, boy.
I'm getting mad hearing the story. This is my hair.
I walked to the bathroom. I see her walking there. Boy, I beat the brakes off this girl. I'm talking about, boy, I smashed her mouth into the toilet. She had braces.
As you should.
God damn.
Braces.
We
like,
would have been twins, bitch. And we're scissor hands on the hole, bitch. We're gonna both be crying, bitch.
She took me to court. My dad was up in court about this shit.
Ain't
like,
that a bitch?
My dad had to pay for her braces to get fixed.
Oh shit.
Even after you proven she cut your hair,
yeah, because
that's why I hate the system, because shit like that.
So it's okay if I get bullied, but if I knock a bitch's teeth in, it's a problem too.
The person shooting their rapist, like, come on now, like, fuck you. Like, I just hate that. I hate that for us as women. That, you know what I mean? I know, like, that makes me bad.
So it was a very shitty situation, and I ended up getting kicked out of school because of it. But I did fight a different person like a week later. This girl, we used to battle rap.
Kicking ass and taking names, huh?
We used to battle rap outside, and this girl, like, just walked up and, like, I'm not gonna lie, she punched me in my shit. Like, she punched me in my shit. Supposedly she was related to the girl. She was related to the girl who cut my hair. And they literally lived up the street.
So I heard about that. It's like when the bully gets bullied, like the bully gets the sympathy, bro. Like, that's wild to me. Yeah. Oh, you should have told the teacher. What the fuck is y'all gonna do?
That's what I'm saying.
I got suspended in 11th grade one time because I punched this white kid named Ray in the face in the middle of Spanish class.
Was it called for?
So our classroom.
I'll take a shot to that.
Our classroom was like, in the middle of Spanish class. Okay, so there's like, you know how there's an office chairs that like have the wheels on it. So Ray always sat
Yeah.
Ray always sat in one of those chairs, right? Okay, so me and him, like, we were kind of cool, but like we always kind of had a little beef,
I'm gonna plug my
like a
phone's
little,
about to die.
little tension here and there. There's always a little tension. So one day I get there first, and the chair that he always sits in is open. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm sitting there. So I sit down, right? And then he walks in like, what the fuck are you doing? You know you're not supposed to sit here. The fuck is wrong with you? Oh, I'm like, I don't say anything. I'm like, then this girl named Leah shows up and was like, hey, did you bring your textbook? I say, yeah, go reach into my backpack and get it. And he's like, he only wants you to reach in his bag because he doesn't want to get up. I'm like, motherfucker, does it matter to you that much? So anyway, I end up getting up out the chair, and then I pat him on the shoulder. He pushes my arm away, like, don't fucking touch me. I turn around and boom, cold clocked him, right? Sucker punched him, right?
As
And
you should, like, yeah. You playing with my shit.
Hey, and the teacher's like, hey, what the hell was that? Hey, don't hit him back. Like, so I gave him a black eye, and then she took me outside, and she's like, listen, I raised 3 boys by myself, so I totally understand what that is. Unfortunately, Ray's bleeding, so you're gonna have to go to the office. So then,
they got the whole seal.
So then, yeah, that was that.
That's right. You know, that's what's up. Not because, you know, sometimes I don't ever promote violence, but sometimes you gotta punch a motherfucker right in their shit to let them know what's up.
Also, I'm really glad I did that because, like, it taught me a lot about self-control. Because there was a whole bunch of niggas in college that I would have loved to punch in the face, but I would have gotten kicked out of school and arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to self-control.
They kicked my ass and sent me straight to boot camp. And it was either that or I was expelled, and my Hispanic ass dad was like, oh yeah, nah, you going to boot camp. I was like, fucking boot camp? The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really straightened my ass out, boy. I was like,
no, but it worked out for you now. Looking to you, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how to control your temper and shit now. I feel like sometimes we need, like, humbling experiences like that, you know what I mean? Otherwise, you be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, into relationships, we talk about fuck boys. We talk about motherfuckers playing with us.
Ladies, we already well over an hour.
It's been an hour
like
and a half.
Hour and a half.
Where we at now?
Hey, is there anything else y'all want to speak on before we wrap this?
I don't know. I guess we can leave a little message, a little hitting message.
What you want to leave?
I guess
for them?
If I learned anything from today is don't judge a person by their book or how they look. Like, you don't know what a person's gone through. I know we all gone through hella situations from this to now, and no matter who you're dealing with sexually or lust or love, there is no. What I learned today is there is no answer for why people act the way they are. You know what I mean? Like, you just gotta filter out like what you want to deal with. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's what I learned from today. How about y'all?
I learned that that shit, it's okay to be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all come from different lives and different perspectives of love and lust and life. Love, lust, and life. I like that.
3 L.
Lust and life. For that. Yeah.
I might get that tattoo.
Facts. We can get matching tattoos.
Hey,
no, I
just
got
make
my
y'all
whole
friends.
Everything filled in, but I was thinking about getting the eyebrow tattoo. But I'm not sure what to get yet.
I know.
Too?
I want to get so many more tattoos.
But no matter the backgrounds we come from, oh, that shit's fire.
Yeah. I saw that, sir.
Hey.
No matter where we come from, our backgrounds,
yeah,
we all relate some way, and I think that it was super dope having Ruby here on Killa Convos for the cookout. It's been a vibe. If y'all are watching this and it's after hours and we're not live, y'all gotta take a shot every time we took a shot. And if
you could drink some water like me.
And you can drink water, but just drink. If you can drink, right?
Right, you dig? But hey, sip yours.
Man, but we we really appreciate you, Ruby,
Thank
and we
you.
gonna have to
I appreciate having me here, bro. I would love to come back again. And since we both rap,
You're
we should have
welcome
like a little
anytime.
cipher or something.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm down for a cipher.
We can arrange that.
I actually was on a cipher with Jupilux and a couple of other people. I really want to bring back a female cipher. So if I can get somebody to establish a fucking dope ass beat type shit, then I'm gonna let you know for sure because I do want to bring back that female cipher.
Because we're on front, we got like a lot of producers, a lot of beats. I got lots of friends in studios that would love to donate some beats. I don't know what you want to call it, you know what I mean, or whatever. Or we can do like the old school beats since we're. How old are you?
I'm 27.
27. Okay, we're not. We can pick like a genre of music or like old school beats
Hey,
that we can relate to.
You gotta
Like
factor in that I'm a DJ, so I'm old school as hell.
So you know
I'm
all
a
the genres.
writer,
Okay, cool, yeah.
type girl, you know what I'm saying?
Throwback type sound.
Throwback.
Yeah, we do like some old school beats, like some Tupac beats or something that we both can relate to.
Picture
that we heard growing up.
me rolling.
Yeah, picture me rolling. So yeah, let's get that in a cipher for sure.
Some old Mary J. Blige type shit too.
You do music too, Dylan. So you know what I mean. It'll be lit.
We in here.
All right.
All right, y'all.
All right. Well,
peace, love, palm,
y'all.
combos.
Love, peace, and hair grease. You know what I'm saying? Black and brown, all that. That's good.
Black and brown. Get down.
All right. For sure. All right, y'all.
One love.